Hi traders, this is David from Wave Trader. I'm going to give you an analysis of the dollar index now together with some of the pairs that I think that are worth looking at for this last week of June. I'm currently on the daily time frame for the dollar index, and I'm going to take you to the monthly chart and we'll have a look-see. So on the monthly chart, you can see here that I drew these lines here to designate where the trend line should be, and by drawing these lines I got what looks like a symmetrical triangle. And if we were to plot our APAC from here, because we have, I'll just do that first. Okay, this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and we are currently about or in the process of wave 5. Okay, and I believe that wave 5 has the power to get as high as target 6. All right, and if it doesn't get there, at least target 5. But you see, this is the monthly time frame, so we are talking about years from now. But still, it's good to do this top-down analysis so you have an idea of what's happening. And I apologize for the lines on the chart. I will delete them now. Unfortunately, I have to delete all the lines, but I just want you to see clearly what I'm saying. So if I were to draw my lines again, this is the first line I drew. Trend, well, it's not a trend line per se. It is, okay, they are trend lines rather. So you can see here that by drawing the lines, you can see that price is being supported here by this trend line. Okay, this candle hasn't finished forming yet, so we can't call it a hammer, but it sure looks like one. So what is going on for us here is that obviously we seem to be in a symmetrical triangle. A symmetrical triangle in an uptrend is a continuation pattern. So that means probably between July and August we should see the GBP moving up a little bit at least. So now I'm going to go to the weekly time frame here. And when we come to the weekly time frame, this is what's happening here. You can see we have a collection of reversal candlesticks here. Okay, but I can actually see a wave top situation here. So if this is the first wave here, and we have the second wave, this is the third wave, so we are currently in the fourth wave. All right, so I believe that we still have one more leg down, at least to this area of support, which is this trend line here. Okay, which is probably going to be in this 95.7 region. So you can see we also have a dead cross on the EMAs, with this cross signifying a cross. We have a dead cross on the MACD. So everything that points to a wave trade situation heading down. So now that means that your bias in terms of the dollar pairs is possibly to go short in the long run, okay, or in terms of swing trades. Now, coming to the daily time frame here, you can easily see what's been going on. You can see we have the wave top situation here that I showed you from the weekly time frame, okay, which gave us this long run in price here. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3. So we are currently in wave 4. Now, according to the Elliott wave theory, when we talk about the law of alternation, if wave 2 is flat, wave 4 will be deep. Okay, and also if wave 2 is simple, a simple correction, the fourth wave will be a complex one, and that's what's happening here. First of all, we have this simple correction, just a simple upward move, and you can see this correction here is complex. Okay, so I expect that you guys should have a working knowledge of zigzags and flats and the rest, but if you don't, just understand the law of alternation here. So now if I use the Fibonacci and my APAC, and I find out just how much retracement we have here. Now this is up to 63%. So if we take that to this region here and plot for wave 4, you can see because this was a deep retracement, okay, 62% was a deep retracement, and now we have the price floundering at the 38%. So that is how it works. Okay, so that means this was actually a deep correction, and this was a simple sorry, a flat correction. And this also tells me something. That means that this particular correction is a zigzag, because if I go to a lower time frame, it will be a zigzag, and then this correction here is actually a series of flats. Okay, this looks like This looks like an expanded flag to me, possibly a double combination, but that's not what we are discussing here. Okay, don't get confused. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just remember that according to Elliott wave, if the first wave is deep, the second wave will be flat, and also if this first wave is simple, the fourth wave will be complex, and that is why you can see there's a lot of things going on here. So this is a correction. Now you can see here that we have price targets going on down here, but our focus will be on this line here. Okay, so I'm just going to take away the APAC again so that we can see clearly. Now I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart. So this is the 4-hour chart. Okay, just expand it a little bit. Now if I draw my lines here, okay, I hope you can see the lines. So by drawing my lines here along these weak points, now for those of you who are a little bit familiar with chart patterns, this is what we call a bearish flag. Now a bearish flag in a downtrend is a continuation pattern. And also I'm going to show you another pattern that old-time technical analysts will be familiar with, and also Elliott wave enthusiasts will be familiar with. This is actually an expanding triangle, okay, and triangles usually occur in the fourth wave. Okay, they don't occur in the second. So now this is the fourth wave. So you can see this is an expanding triangle. It's not a symmetrical triangle. It's not an ascending or a descending triangle. It's not a barrier triangle. It's not a diagonal. It's an expanding triangle, because you can see that the endpoints are actually expanding. And a triangle usually has five points. So we are going to start counting the points. I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to put A here and make this let's make it blue. All right, so that you guys can see. I hope that you are learning something from this. The second one will be B. Okay, let's put it here so you can see clearly. Third one here will be C, and we'll just put that here like so. Okay, then now if all goes according to plan, then we should have D here. I hope I've not made a mistake. I'm just going to review this briefly again. Okay, I made a mistake. Now A is supposed to be here. Okay, sorry about that, guys, because we're in a downtrend. So A is there. Okay, this is B. So sorry about that, guys. Don't hold it against me. All right, this is C, and then D is here. Okay, so if it goes according to the expanding triangle explanation, then we should actually have D here. Okay, so once we get E, rather, sorry, I'm making so many mistakes today. All right, so we have E here. All right, so that means this move here, I'm just going to go to the 1-hour chart and show you guys something. First of all, you can see we have a golden cross here. We have a golden cross here. We had divergence here. Okay, so this may look like a wave bottom, but it's not. It's actually just a fourth wave. So going to the 1-hour time frame now, this is what's going on. And you see, by coming here, you can easily see that this triangle is actually expanding. So you can see here on the 1-hour chart, we actually have an Elliott wave situation going on here. We have wave 1, 2, 3. So we're actually in the fourth wave scenario right now. Okay, so this fourth wave is not completed yet, I think. So what I believe is that we still have one more push up, and the push up will be the fifth wave for this small Elliott wave. Okay, and that push up should bring us to this area, which will give us E. So once we have E, then the triangle is complete and we are expecting a move down. Okay, so this is why a triangle is so powerful, because it's a continuation pattern, and you can see the move down here from this triangle will be the fifth wave for the larger Elliott bearish wave. I hope you guys are following and understanding. So we have on the bigger time frame, we have wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3. This entire triangle is wave 4, and then this will be the fifth wave. Okay, but in the triangle, I've told you, and I just showed you that we have A, B, C, D, E. All right, so we are waiting for E, and I hope that this calms a lot of you down, because when you know these things, it removes emotions from your trading. So now we have E here. So With this information, if we were to go to any of the major currency pairs, we easily know what's going to happen. I'm just going to see if I can speed run you guys through it, but I'm just going to make it a second video so that this one is not very long. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to show you guys on the major currency pairs what I believe is setting up for this new week. So thank you guys and happy trading.